It's been a while since I briefly discussed something with myself. Well, something special called out to me, and I felt I should capitalize on that notion and talk about it here on YouTube. You heard me right. I, in Denton, you can call me Dan, returns to video making because of memes. And it concerns Nintendo, and it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so it was actually a culmination of factors that influenced me to talk about it. Whatever, I'm gonna talk about that Smash Bros. Ultimate trailer, because I think it was pretty good. But why, you may be asking, would you make a video making such a blunt point? You see, I want to point out what I think makes this trailer especially good. It's all theoretical, but I think it's worth addressing. As of this recording, the latest Super Smash Bros. Ultimate trailer released on the 11th of November 2018. The video was posted on Nintendo's social media, titled "More Fighters, More Battles, More Fun," which is a pretty astute way to synopsize Super Smash Bros. Game director Masahiro Sakurai has always worked to draw in the most varied and diverse character rosters in gaming, and Nintendo are always happy to roll with the punches. Smash Bros. Always has lots of extra features, plenty of music and an abundance of stages, limitless options for different types of play, and Smash Bros. Has never really marketed itself as a fully fledged competitive fighting game like Street Fighter or Tekken, but it has the capacity to provide that tech for competitive play. This is very much a pick up and play fighting game, and the vast selection of characters accompanies that very nicely. The trailer starts off with a zoom in on a billboard featuring that web collage of the Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. It consists of a bunch of the characters caught up in the midst of heated combat, while slowing down the motion at each point of impact. It pans around the environments to each character, they're CG animated, with a load of animated illustrations delegated towards the background, and a few close-up like Pac-Man and Meta Knight. If you're like me, you can't take your eyes off of them each time you rewatch the trailer. They do look notably worse, but I guess they're in the far-off background for a reason. See, for a while I thought this was Bowser Jr. in the clown car, but after taking a closer look I realised it's King K. Rool, just floating away like a bloated pigeon. It just looks ridiculous. Despite the chaotic, fast pace of the visuals, this trailer is unusually minimalist. The trailer has some sound design matched up with each character respectively, but there's no dialogue throughout the trailer, no narrative, just a brief voiceover towards the end.
More fighters, more battles, more fun. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, only on Nintendo Switch.
Another important point about this particular trailer is that it doesn't reveal any new content. In terms of advertising, it's just your standard launch trailer. It just functions as a reminder that, hey, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's on the Nintendo Switch, release is imminent. Instead of droning on pathetically about why you need to be interested in our product, please buy our game, we need the sales, everyone is already upset at us. They shut up and they show you pretty pictures. They keep the biggest appeal of the game at center stage and let this epic crossover speak for itself. Another big discerning factor that makes this trailer stand out was the lack of music. Fans were quick to notice this, because Smash Bros. Ultimate has a main theme, and even then, Nintendo has crammed a huge soundtrack into this game. If you watch the trailer, you can see an abundance of points that have those beats, those visual impacts, as if it's a template to line up the sound design. They've got sound effects, so who in the world made the decision to publish this trailer without music? I can't remember any launch trailer that has done this before. All this brimming content, this action, but no music to accommodate it? Okay, so hear me out here. I believe this was intentional. There's no way they put this trailer out and forgot to include music. I can't imagine there's no music for the sake of artistic impact, not anything like that. All we know is that they definitely released it like this on purpose. We just don't know why they made that choice. Instead, I put forward the theory that this trailer was constructed in a way that serves its purpose of being a launch trailer just fine. It works perfectly fine. but it was put together in such a way that viewers would be able to notice the absence of music. Not only that, but it was something that could be easily applied with minimal to no additional editing. If you've been following Smash Brothers on social media, then you likely know what I'm referring to. Look at all these trailers. Keep in mind, those aren't just retweets of the original trailer. These are all separate videos with music added to each one of them. To name a few of my favourites, the X-Men theme, Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Walk Like an Egyptian by The Bangles, The Nutcracker by Tchaikovsky, It's a Hard Knock Life from Annie 2014. The way it's put together is like one of those AMVs you would find on YouTube, but all the editing has been done for you. You just need to find music that has the appropriate BPM. There's gotta be a technical term for what I'm attempting to describe here. You can find a lot of great combinations, and of course, it even fits with Guile's theme. What a revelation! As of about the 13th of November, the trending of the trailer, as far as I'm concerned on Twitter, has died down substantially, though that's to be expected from the shifting tides of social media. It was short, but it sure was fun while it lasted. The original trailer in its entirety is contained within each post. No one has had to cut or edit the trailer. It doesn't pull away the message of the trailer, because these posts are actually transforming the trailer into entertainment. It's practically not an advert anymore. People are willingly watching these trailer mashups for pure entertainment, and it's that transformation of the medium that has got me watching this trailer more so than any of the ones containing the new character announcements. Whether this was intentional or not, I think this was a brilliant little bit of marketing, keeping your audience engaged by means of creativity and entertainment. But hey, that's all just my opinion. So that brings us to the home stretch. I didn't want to drag this one out more than I needed, so I think I'll call it here. Thanks for listening. I plan to release some more brief discussion topics. It's always fun to talk about more current video game stuff. I mean, this one had already kind of passed its prime, but I don't particularly care about milking the keyword searches. I just wanted to address my thoughts on the subject, and this is what I came up with. Special thanks to More Than AMV for that AMV clip partway through the discussion. I honestly thought anime AMVs were redundant. Turns out there's still a bunch of people making them, and More Than AMV happens to be pretty good at what he does. So if that catches your interest, then please do feel free to check him out. I should have more topics to have a brief discussion with myself, but until then, toodles!